All right, so today we're diving into something pretty huge, how the world's biggest companies are finally moving past all the buzz and putting generative AI to work in the real world.
For years, that's been the big question hanging over everything. Is this just another tech bubble, a lot of talk with no substance? Well, it looks like we have our answer. For corporate America, the verdict is in. AI has become a practical, everyday tool. Think of it as a new co-pilot sitting right alongside their workforce. So we're going to take a look at how this AI co-pilot is showing up all across the economy in retail, finance, consumer goods, and heavy industry. And we'll wrap up with what it all means. Okay, first up, the new storefront. We're starting in retail because it's where most of us see these changes firsthand. AI is already behind the scenes, empowering employees and making customer service way more personal. So get this, at Lowe's, they've rolled out this Milo companion to over 1,700 stores. What it does is pretty amazing. It basically turns a brand new employee, maybe on their first day, into a seasoned home improvement expert who can answer almost any question you throw at them. No more flipping through manuals or waiting for a manager. And it's not just about nuts and bolts. Over in high-end fashion, Ralph Lauren has a bot that's essentially a 24/7 personal stylist. You can just ask it something like, hey, what should I wear to a concert? And it will guide you from that simple question all the way to a full outfit in your shopping cart. Okay, so that's the storefront. But what about the world of finance? Well, here AI is driving some massive efficiencies and, maybe more importantly, helping experts make even smarter decisions. And if you want to know just how quickly this is taking hold, just look at this chart. Within a few months of Morgan Stanley launching their own internal AI assistant, pretty much every single one of their 16,000 advisor teams was using it. I mean, that's just incredible adoption. And this quote really gets to the heart of that whole co-pilot idea. The AI isn't there to replace the financial advisors. It's there to handle all the tedious research and paperwork so they can be more human and focus on what really matters, talking to their clients. And the potential payoff here is just staggering. JP Morgan Chase, the biggest bank in the country, is betting big. They're projecting that their custom AI tools will boost productivity by $2 billion a year. A number that big makes everyone sit up and pay attention. All right, let's go from Wall Street to the grocery store aisle. Because the brands that fill up your pantry, they're using AI for a lot more than just saving money. They're actually using it to speed up creativity and innovation. So Procter & Gamble ran this massive study, and what they found was fascinating. Their teams that used AI tools came up with new product ideas 12% faster. Now, that might not sound like a huge number, but in the hyper-competitive world of consumer goods, that's a serious edge. And just look at Coca-Cola. They are showing just how versatile AI can be. On one hand, they're using it to tackle huge, complex problems, like a disease that threatens the world's orange juice supply. And on the other hand, they're getting creative with it, co-creating new soda flavors and even letting customers generate art for the brand. Of course, their rival PepsiCo isn't just sitting back and watching. They're weaving their own AI platform into basically every part of the business, from personalizing marketing ads all the way to making their factories run more efficiently. So we've been to the store, we've been to the bank, now let's head out to the factory floor and even onto the farm field and see how AI is tackling some really complex physical world problems. You might not think of a company that's been around for 180 years like John Deere as a tech leader, but they are absolutely on the cutting edge. They're using AI to support their customers through the entire life of a machine, from setup to operation to repairs. So what does that actually mean? It means a mechanic out in the middle of a field, instead of spending hours digging through a giant 1,000-page manual, can get a precise diagnosis in just a few seconds. That is a massive leap in productivity. And it's happening in our cars, too. In the auto industry, companies like GM are building conversational AI right into the vehicle. So now, the voice assistant in your car can actually understand context and give you helpful, human-like answers. So, after looking at retail, finance, consumer goods, and heavy industry, what's the big picture here? What is the one thing we should really take away from all of this? Well, when you step back, you start to see three really clear patterns emerge. Across the board, companies are using AI for three main reasons: to support their own employees, to delight their customers, and to strengthen their relationships with their business partners. And you don't have to take my word for it. The message from executives is crystal clear. This technology isn't about replacing people. It's about augmenting them. It's about giving a powerful boost to human creativity and decision-making.
So yeah, the evidence is pretty overwhelming. AI has officially moved from hype to helper. It has become that essential co-pilot in the corporate world, which, of course, leaves us with one final and very exciting question. What comes next?